Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
It's hot again, like... Is this summer? We're supposed to be in autumn, guys, like, come on. It's already too much. It's still, you know, hot like that, like, soon I'm gonna take back my shorts. It's insane. Shh. Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Rick and Morty season 3, episode 1. We are beginning this season 3 together, guys. Today, for this session of binge watching, I'm gonna watch 4 episodes, the 4 first episodes of this season 3. For you guys, you're gonna have them in several videos. You know how it is. You know also that if you are watching this on YouTube, on Patreon, they already have the episodes, these 4 first episodes, and maybe even the episode 5. I don't know. I didn't plan my schedule, you know, that far. But you know that on Patreon you have some advance. I'm really impatient to discover what is gonna happen during these 4 episodes, but during this one in particular, because clearly how we left things at the end of the season 2, like, we need to talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it, don't worry. But first I want to warn you, or I just want to excuse myself, I don't know how to say it, for the 3 last episodes that you had on YouTube, not on Patreon, because on Patreon I think that you had 2 full reaction parts and 1 extended reaction part for the 3 last episodes. But on YouTube I was forced to edit the videos so much, so you're gonna have them with a really short reaction part. Like normally I'm putting 10 minutes of the episode, you know, because I'm respecting the fair use rules. And right there I was forced to cut so much because each time it was getting blocked when I had really no issues for the first season and also for all of the episodes of the season 2 before that, so I don't understand what is happening right there. So I had to cut a lot into it, and even if I was cutting a lot it was not functioning. So for now I don't know if I succeeded to post my reaction videos about Rick and Morty, about the 3 last episodes with this edited a lot, you know, reaction part, or if I was forced to play with opacity for these videos, you know, to pass the test. So no matter what, I'm sorry if you have less reaction part than usually, or if you have the reaction part with that form of opacity. It's not what you're used to have for Rick and Morty on my channel. I don't know what is happening for these 3 episodes. I hope that it's not gonna be the case for this season 3, you know. I hope that I'm not gonna have so many issues, and again, it's surprising me because really, for all of the season 1 and all of the season 2 before that, I had no issues at all, and they were really playing fair. Like, even if sometimes my videos were getting blocked, I was, you know, contesting the things, and it was passing, you know. They were like, okay, she's respecting the fair use rules, she's fair with us. Like, they were really playing fair with me because I was playing fair with them. And now it's not working anymore, so I hope that it's not gonna be the case for also this season 3. And I want to say that I'm sorry, because you're not used to have these cut versions on YouTube or these versions playing with opacity. So I'm sorry for that, and I just can tell you that for these 3 episodes and also for this season 3 maybe, if you want really the version that I wanted you guys to see, it's on my Patreon, which means the extended reaction part or the full reaction part. I put some, you know, for Rick and Morty, for big episodes, and I think that you know which ones I'm mentioning. Like I said it for the last episodes of the season 2, I know that I put 2 full reaction parts. I think that, you know, for the 21st episodes of the season, I put at least 5 or 6 full reaction parts. So if you can be interested, and if you really want to see what I prepared for you at first, what I wanted you guys to see, it's on my Patreon. And for YouTube, I don't know how it's gonna be. Ask me the question, you know, in the comments when this video is gonna be out on YouTube, and I'm gonna tell you where I'm standing now with YouTube, with the owners of Rick and Morty, if it was really for just the 3 last episodes of the season 2, or if it's also the case for this season 3. I can't know right now, and I'm even more like, I don't know what is happening, what is the issue, because I'm really respecting the same fair use rules than usually, which means less than 10 minutes of the episode, less than 8 seconds, you know, of a moment. Each time I'm making a cut, at least each 8 seconds. And yes, I'm respecting stuff a lot, you know. I'm also putting a little screen when some others, they are putting a large one and stuff like that, so I don't know, guys. I hope that it's gonna be alright. I really hope so, because I want to react to this entire show, you know, to all of the seasons. Right now, you're discovering on Netflix the last season of Rick and Morty, the season 6, I think, which is out right now, little by little, 1 episode each week. I want to go to season 6 to be right on time to discover after that the season 7 with you guys, so I really hope that it's gonna be okay. We'll see. Okay, about what happened at the end of the season 2, for sure I'm worried about the situation. Oh, it's really hot, like... I'm sweating from the mouth. Oh, guys, it's supposed to be autumn, and soon I'm gonna be with my shorts or something like that, like it's too hot. What is happening? Ooh. I'm gonna continue the intro like that? Maybe not, maybe I'm coming back. I'm back. Wait, really, like, I need air and all of that. Guys, right now when I'm filming, I'm at the middle of October. I don't understand, and inside of my apartment I think that it's still 28 degrees or something like that. I'm gonna put right there how many it is in Fahrenheit, but it's too hot for this time of the year. Right, okay, I was saying that at the end of the season 2, the situation, you know, like, I'm truly worried, and for all of them, I'm worried for the context, like Earth. What is happening with Earth? Now we have aliens and we have stuff like that on Earth. They took the control of Earth. They are considering humans, you know, as the lower race and all, like, why? How can we come back from that situation? It's already awful. I'm also worried for the family, you know, for Jerry, who is gonna have a job. Yeah, you know what I think about that. The fact that he didn't have a job, okay, that was an issue, but it was not his main issue. His main issue is the fact that that guy is so lonely, without anyone respecting him, considering him. They were all talking bad about him, and just right now, in fact, you know, a job, you know, was given to him, so he accepted it. They gave him pills to not be so sad and all. Like, it's not pills that he needs his family to consider him, truly. And I'm worried for Jerry because of that, because he's gonna have that false joy, you know, life. Because of that, he's gonna be, you know, more divided, not on the same page with the rest of the family, who is not so glad about the situation with what happened to Rick, the fact that he gave himself, you know, to the authorities, and right now he's in jail, that kind of jail, and for how long? And see, I'm really worried about the situation for all of them. Also for Morty, I'm saying it, I'm gonna repeat it, during all of the season 2, we saw him evolving, getting angrier, even before he killed that guy, you know, he pushed that guy on the stairs. I was already saying that, even before that moment, that the guy, the kid, was getting angrier at Rick also. I'm worried about their relationship, and he was giving up on Rick, you know. Sometimes he left him behind, like, that's it, I'm tired of your bullshit, and he was leaving the place. He did it, I think, 3 times during the season 2, which is already a lot, you know. At the end of the season 2, he said to Rick, if you're leaving, I'm never gonna forgive you for what you're gonna do to Mom, like, she's gonna be hurt and all. So I'm worried about that, you know. He made that promise to Rick. And yes, Morty is getting angrier at stuff, like you can say that he's in that teenage phase, but I'm keeping in mind, you know, the fact that we have an evil Morty somewhere. So I don't know, can it be possible that at some point he's gonna be evil Morty, or maybe something else, like evil Morty is gonna come back and he's gonna influence him during one entire episode? I'm sure that we're gonna see evil Morty at some point back, so I'm trying to make theories around that. Is he in fact the real Morty, but you know, the Ninja, something like that? And for Rick, we saw him getting nicer, in fact, during the season 2, being closer to his family. What he said during the wedding about the fact that opening himself to people, it was the best adventure of his life. It went right there, and now I'm afraid that this time in jail is not gonna help him, you know, it's not gonna help the situation. We'll see. But see, I have a lot of question marks about the beginning of this season 3, about the situation already, the context, Earth, how it's gonna be, and for sure the evolutions that Rick and Morty are gonna have, and also their relationship. I'm not so sure of their relationship staying the same all along this show. Like, I'm beginning to think that that's gonna evolve quickly. And for sure for the other characters I'm also worried, and even more for Jerry, because you know how much I love Jerry, and I'm gonna defend him no matter what. Even if I did not appreciate at all the fact that during the last episode of the season 2 he wanted to give Rick to the authorities, you know, he offered them that. Not good at all, Jerry, but at the same time Rick never considered Jerry, they never spent time together. Rick was always, you know, so bad, talking so bad with Jerry about Jerry. I can't blame him. I'm not okay with what he did, what he said, but I can't blame him, you know, I know the reasons behind that. We'll see what is gonna happen during this episode, and I'm gonna see that right now. I'm really excited, and for once I'm stressed. You know, to watch an episode of Rick and Morty, I'm stressed. It's not normal to be stressed to watch this show. I'm watching this show to be entertained, to be into a good mood. I don't want to be stressed. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Like I said earlier, remember that if you want to have my Patreon to have these episodes earlier. I think that we have 4 or 5 episodes of Advance. Check that on the description. And with an extended or 4 reaction part, and again for Rick and Morty I put some 4 reaction parts. And again, if YouTube continues to bother me with Rick and Morty when it was never the case before, even, you know, the extended reaction part is gonna be really more interesting than what you're gonna see on YouTube. It was already more interesting, it was like 4 minutes longer, something like that. Now it's gonna be how long, like 5 or 6? If I'm forced to cut that much into the version, you know, that I prepared at first for you. It's like that. You have my Patreon if you want disadvantages, episodes of Advance, longer reaction part, extended or full ones, and to support me also, it's the best way, my Patreon. Okay, let's go for this episode 1. I'm stressed. I have my coffee also.
Anyway, that's how I escaped from space prison. Oh, scary place.
Well, Rick,
We're not gonna see it?
I wish I could have been there to see it happen.
Oh, come on. Who wants to watch from
Us
outer
also?
scientists use handmade sci-fi tools to take out highly trained alien guards, and we can sit here and be a family at Shoney's.
Oh, really?
Get out of the booth, take all your clothes off, and fold yourself 12 times. You go.
Huh? Okay, it's a dream or a nightmare.
What do you guys got me in a Series 9000? You cheap insect fucks didn't think I was worth your best equipment?
Man, I told the money bug.
Well, you might as well order some pancakes because I don't see the need.
You're trying to enter into his mind.
Oh, I think you...
It's gonna
You're
hurt.
really gonna relax.
Who cares how high they promote you? Everyone just gets paid in pills. Show your father some respect. He's pulling down a 6 chewable figure.
Oh,
in
you're
one.
drinking a lot.
Okay.
Again.
How are you much people?
I had big pills for lunch and what about a few more pills? Thank you, Conroy.
Can we kill, destroy Conroy?
He abandoned us.
Willem Dafoe. That's the guy I couldn't think of this morning.
Someone special, you remember? Is that your memory of her out there? Between where you were on 9/11 and your favorite sports blooper?
your wife and Beth?
The day I invented the portal gun is the day I lost her.
Well, that sounds cool. I can get what I want, and you can say goodbye.
Fine. I'm driving.
Miserable, Morty! There's a mandatory curfew. Their weird calendar made me 47. And I see Eiffel Tower.
Hey, I like being 35.
You've been keeping your lip zipped about it since Grandpa got arrested, but the fact is you're freaking stoked to bail on him.
He bails on everybody. He bailed on Mom when she was a kid.
I said it. He promised that he wouldn't forgive Rick.
Because he doesn't care. Because nobody's special to him, Summer. Not even himself. So if you really want your grandpa back, grab a shovel. The one that won't let you down is buried in your backyard.
No!
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get a 10-piece McNugget and a bunch of the Szechuan sauce. In 1998, they had this promotion for the Disney film Mulan, where they created a new sauce for the McNuggets.
When did you make the leap to interdimensional travel?
I didn't. I did. Well. If it isn't us. Suddenly you're able to travel the whole galaxy, and the first thing you learn is you're the last guy to invent teleportation. Fortunately, you're about to
I
invent
talked
something
about
much
traveling
more
time and...
You want to see what a hero Rick is? I'll bring you somewhere, Summer.
My goodness, children.
Get out! Ah! We know this one. I'm not afraid of this one, you know. But this one? It's Walking Dead, Jerry!
Oh my god. I have that exact same top. And what's with Hunger Games Summer?
That's my
Walking Dead,
This
Summer!
used to be my home.
very
Imagine
good.
going any, but once we give you this technology, you become the smartest thing in every conceivable universe. The infinite Rick. A god. Pass. Excuse me? Who do you think you are? A different kind of Rick, I guess. Well, we'll see how long that lasts.
These are the parts of Rick's adventures you don't get to see.
I wanted to see it!
Alright, it's been great, guys.
To have news about them.
Looking for this?
What are you doing with that?
It stinks of Rick.
Why? Why would you do that?
You can never leave. She cannot remain.
She stinks of Rick.
Coming to save you.
He's in prison.
Summer.
He got captured by the Federation.
We can't risk Citadel secrets falling into the Federation's hands. Break into the prison holding C-137.
Booyah.
And assassinate him.
Oh, no.
No! What the fuck?
Wow.
What?
This sauce is fucking amazing.
You,
You said it was for
Beth and...
Mission control. You getting this?
I don't understand. You have a base right now.
I'll try to remember to shut off the brainalyzer. Hey, pull me out. Can you hear me?
It's not your
You
base.
cannot.
Why not?
Because the
Let
code you
you
just
judge.
uploaded wasn't actually my portal gun formula.
You can't alter details subliminally.
True, but
That's
you
not
can't
real.
alter
Don't play
anything you
with
want
me.
about a totally fabricated origin story. It's a trap! Abort! Mission accomplished, boys. Pull me out. Roger that. Okay, have fun in what's left of my brain. I'm gonna transfer to yours. Congratulations, Agent. You'll be highly commended for this.
Always wait for permission to feel accomplishment. That's my motto. Well, I'm just a dumbass bug, but it's possible Rick knew he'd be interrogated at this facility where we not only keep our most wanted, but our most sensitive data. What's the level 9 master access code again?
Oh, it's 8-3.
Guilty Rick in the house. Bye, Rick. Bye, Rick.
You in D99 now?
We have your Morty and so D99. This is the commander-in-chief of the Citadel's militia. Good enough. What say you, Summer?
I say
Never.
fuck you. My grandpa was my hero. You killed him because you were jealous of him. That's pretty obvious from that.
I don't renounce Rick, and I never have. I was just trying to protect my sister. I wanted you to have a normal life. That's something you can't have when Rick shows up. Well, he's not a villain, Summer, but he shouldn't be your hero. He's more like a demon or a super fucked up god.
I talked about it, his relationship with Rick.
Think you're safe, he's coming for you.
A mix of love and hate. Yeah. Don't do that.
Obviously, I get her. You guys play Rick Laser Scissors for the Morty. Well,
Yeah.
what the hell is that? Payback. Duh.
You're alive!
Rick! Morty, take this.
Is
You're
not-
gonna later.
Are you sure that it's the right one? I want to hear him barking.
You're a rogue, Rick. Irrational, passionate. You love your grandkids. You came to rescue them. He came to kill you, bro. So
Does he does?
What the fuck?
let her go, which I will reward with a quicker death because you love her.
Yes, he
Because
does.
my cleanest shot, which will be your least painful death.
That's enough! Drop the gun, Rick!
Morty, I know you're too stupid to get this, but you're really fucking this up right now.
I'm not letting you let my sister die! Drop the gun!
Aww.
Point is, he thought I was going to. I totally did, by the way. You're a fucking moron, Morty.
Morty, you fucking idiot!
You're a serious fucking idiot, Morty. You're an idiot on Morty.
Don't push.
Who's stupid now, bitch?
Morty, we just got him back!
It was not him, but the fact that you did it thinking that he was.
Good job, Morty. Let's go, kids.
What? What happened?
Oldest Rick trick in the book.
Fake gun, shoot me and stand up.
Good thing I saw that note!
Don't you did that, oh Morty.
Watch closely as Grandpa topples an empire by changing a 1 to a 0.
Why the Galactic Militia declare martial law?
Yes, sir. What should I pay them with? Their
Yeah.
payment is the honor they'll feel to serve there. Wait, who's paying me?
I can answer.
Gentlemen,
They
there's a
can't
solution
walk.
here you'll not see.
Wait.
Give me your gigantic.
Okay. Now all leaving.
Jerry, what the hell is happening?
The galactic government collapsed. Is there anything left to lose?
Just each other, and I'll never let you go.
Guess who dismantled the government?
Please don't leave me again.
Never will
Yeah.
leave me.
I was right, he turned himself in on purpose. It was all part of his plan.
I'm not sure that
Say
he
what you missed.
planned really all of that.
No. Foot down time.
No, you're right. Where's the vodka?
Beth, it's him or me.
Jerry's going to spend some time divorced. God, Dad, that is not your burden to bear. I feel terrible that I misjudged you. This is going to be good for Jerry.
For everybody.
Jeez, are my parents seriously gonna get divorced? Alright, Rick, I'm gonna go to my
We talked about it during 2 entire seasons about them getting divorced
You
and
and me. Welcome to the darkest year of our adventures. First thing that's different, no more Dad, Morty. He threatened to turn me into the government, so I made him and the government go away. Mom wouldn't have accepted me if I came home without you and your sister, so now you know the real reason I rescued you. I just took over the family, Morty, and if you tell your mom or sister I said any of this, I'll deny it. Now you're gonna go and do whatever I say, Morty, forever. And I'll go out and I'll find some more of that Mulan Szechuan teriyaki dipping sauce, Morty.
you're dreaming. Tell me that you're dreaming.
9 more seasons until I get that dipping Szechuan sauce. For 97 more years, Morty.
I'm gonna watch the post-credit scene.
Is it ready?
Yes.
Tammy?
Bring it online now.
Do it.
I am Phoenix Person.
It's really him? With other powers and controlled by you, but inside it's really him? You just gave me a good post-credit scene, you know, to make me smile and be excited about the fact that Bird guy, you know, Eagle guy didn't die and he's gonna be back. Okay, right now he's controlled by Tammy and he's a kind of a cyborg and stuff like that. But maybe inside it's truly him and we're gonna get him back at some point. Great, but it's not because of that that I'm gonna forget what happened during this episode. Hey, oh, I should be happy, I should be excited, I should have fun watching Rick and Morty. That was a deal between you and me. No? Like watching this show, the deal is for me to be entertained, to have fun, to lose, you know, during some weird jokes, to be almost mad at myself because I lost, you know, at some really bad jokes, and to be, yes, entertained, to have fun. I didn't have fun. I was stressed, and I was mad, and I was worried, and I'm ending it shocked. That was not the deal. That was not what we signed, you know, together. And I didn't finish my coffee. Yes, see, I'm that that mad and all, even if I didn't drink all of my coffee. And now it's gonna be a cold coffee, for sure I'm gonna be even more mad. Angrier. Careful, I'm gonna be mad at you in 2 seconds. Yes, I'm gonna be mad at you because you told me that this show is getting better. It's not getting better, it's getting worse. Like, we succeeded, yes, woo, well done, that's it, all of the aliens, they left Earth. So, you know, all of the context, it's resolved, that's it, no more aliens on Earth, and they're never gonna come back, that's it, bye-bye. The situation is resolved. It's resolved, Rick is back, he managed to escape, and also to destroy all of the Ricks, to destroy all of this government, you know, all of these insects and all. Wow, what a success. It's not. It's not. For so many reasons. For the situation, for the facts, you know what happened during this episode. Oh yes, we succeeded. Yeah. For the characters, it's not good at all. It's not good at all. It's so bad. I'm mad. I'm truly and honestly mad. Okay, let's take character by character. The easiest one, Summer. I'm proud of you, girl. You wanted to save your grandpa, you stayed loyal to everyone, you stayed loyal also to yourself. Even at the end, the fact that she wants to go beat some aliens because, you know, some of her girls are doing it, she's true to herself. But during all of this episode, she stayed loyal, you know, to Earth by not being okay with the situation, to Rick by trying to save him no matter what, to her brother also by saying please don't do anything to my brother, to Rick again, like even at the end, you know, the situation with Beth and Jerry, she's accepting it. Like, Summer, I'm proud of you for this episode. Beth. Being an alcoholic, is it a surprise? No, we saw during the previous episodes that she had an issue with alcohol during the crisis times, you know, periods. And I think that it's something that she has from Rick. You know, she's copying his mechanism of dealing with bad situations. So she was drinking a lot to forget that her dad left her again. And also the situation which was bad, and also the fact that he was in jail, all of that. She was not okay with the situation at all. She made the promise to Jerry that she would not forgive Rick and that nothing would separate them. Rick came back and in 1 second she changed her mind. It's her dad, it's also a really... And she has daddy issues, you know, with that, the fact that he left when she was young, and because of that, you know, the fact that he's right there right now, she doesn't want him to leave and she's gonna do anything for him to stay. She said it at multiple occasions, and right there to have him coming back and to have the impression, I'm not so sure that it was truly the case, that everything was planned and that in fact he never left, he never thought of leaving her again. For sure she's gonna go with him. And at the end, she's getting divorced with Jerry. Is it really a surprise? Not so much, because during the 2 first seasons, they teased us, I mean the writers teased us a lot with that, with these two not being on the same page, the fact that they're arguing a lot, the fact that they might divorce. So to have them divorcing at the beginning of this season 3, it's not a surprise. And the fact that it's because of Jerry asking that question to Beth, it's me or Rick, it's not a surprise neither, because Jerry also said on multiple occasions that he was tired of all of them forgiving Rick for all of the bad stuff that he did. And you know, also, at so many occasions they were so disrespectful with Jerry, talking bad to him, considering him really like he was nothing. So I understand why Jerry, he was tired of it, but for the side of Beth, to choose her dad more than Jerry, it's not a surprise, but it has to be so painful in fact, because I think that, you know how she's reacting at the end, I think that she knows, she understands what I just said, you know, about her daddy issue, and that she chose Rick because of her daddy issue, not because of the fact that Jerry was a bad husband for her or something like that. I think that it's really more because of that. So that's it for Beth, so that's why I'm really worried for Beth for all of this season, that's gonna be rough for her. For Jerry, the fact that he was blind, about that situation, which was not good at all on Earth, that fake death, accepting these pills, accepting this job without knowing what the pills were, what his job was. At the end, he's like, okay, that thing is not great at all, I want to get back on my normal life, and also that's cool, but I understand again why he's asking that to Beth and why also he's choosing to get divorced. I'm so worried now for Jerry and what his situation is gonna be, and his relationship with his kids is gonna be also, because we saw that he's not so close to Summer and to Morty. Oh, and Rick and Morty. Morty, thinking that it was Rick, decided to kill him because he was tired of his bullshit. I said it a lot during the season 2. Morty got angrier at Rick, little by little. He gave up on Rick on several occasions. At the end of the season 2, he made that promise to not forgive Rick for leaving. So to have him during the first episode of the season 3 being okay to kill Rick to protect his family, it's so important, for Morty's character, but also for their relationship. At some point, Morty is he's already not accepting Rick's bullshit anymore, but it's gonna be worse than that. And what is happening at the end with Rick saying all of that to Morty is not gonna forget that, what he just heard. For Rick, I have the impression that what happened at the end, it was more him, In France, we have that expression c'est les fils qui se touchent. Inside of his head, the things are touching each other and are not functioning anymore and everything is exploding. I have the impression that it was more that. I don't want to think that really, Rick, you planned all of that to destroy the government, to destroy all of the Ricks, and also to destroy this marriage between Beth and Jerry, because you heard Jerry saying that he could give you to the authorities. I don't want to think so, that it's your cruel, evil plan, and that it was the case since the beginning. Because we saw during the season 2 Rick getting nicer, so I don't want to believe that. And right there, he did all of that, all of that plan with the Ricks, with this government, these insects and all, because he loves his grandkids, and really the other Ricks were telling him to confess that. Okay, they were not saying it to the right Rick, but I think that you got what I meant. And okay, he didn't say it, but still it was the case. You're gonna come back to being evil, to being someone bad? Oh, Morty. It's really a mix of love and hate. Season 1, you just loved him. Season 2, mix of love and hate. I have the impression that this season 3 is gonna be only hate. And at the end, you're gonna make an association with evil Morty against Rick. This episode, with all of these Ricks, with all of these Mortys, that was such poor. That was too much. And also, too much, it was great, but for me, it was too much for my brain. I hated really that false original story, because I really thought that it was a true one, and really during some minutes, some seconds in fact, I began to imagine such a story behind that, the fact that your Beth and your wife were killed, so you went on another reality in which their Rick disappeared, and that's why you came back. In fact, you didn't come back, you appeared and maybe killed the Rick from that reality, took his place by coming back into this family, which is not yours. Do you understand what I mean? I began to imagine such a big thing behind that. And because of the fact that they showed it, because of the fact that I had the time to imagine all of that, I can't erase fully that original story, you know, from my mind. Like, I'm still like at 5%, like maybe in fact it was a true one and you made them think that it was a false one, but in fact the only thing that you changed, it was this inscription, you know, for the portal gun, but in fact maybe it was a true memory. It's so bad. Oh Morty, you killed Rick. He killed the cloud, you know, who threatened all of these planets. He killed that guy who didn't do anything bad. Right there, you killed Rick. You were accepting everything that Rick was doing. You gave up on Rick on several occasions, being tired of his bullshit. You were so tired of his bullshit that you were okay. You accepted, you know, to kill him. Morty, you know, for the evolution of the characters, I think that you understood that I'm worried for a lot of them, but it's Morty. You know, the one I'm the most worried about, like, oh, yes, evil Morty, maybe you are evil Morty, maybe you're gonna associate yourself with evil Morty, I don't know. We saw the Walking Dead family! I'm so glad, I wanted to see them again at some point. I know that their situation is bad, but they are still alive, and that's all that I wanted to know. They are surviving together. It's cool. They survived, no? When the Ricks appeared, they didn't kill them? Oh, I'm not so sure anymore. Maybe in fact they killed them. I would see that during the editing. I would cry about it during the editing. Okay, let's stop this review right now. I'm gonna watch, I think, 2 or 3 more episodes today. That's gonna be cool. For you, it's gonna be on another video. Remember that if you're watching this on YouTube, you can already have the next episodes on my Patreon. It's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Hey.